Welcome in everybody to another night of Heart to Heart Motorsports Road Racing. This is an off-road season here, everybody. We did this during our off season here, getting ready to crank up for a new season starting October 22nd with the late model stock series, and we're going to be gearing up with the Gen 4 series starting October 26th. Got a lot going on here with Heart to Heart Motorsports and getting ready to get on the grind for two 12-week seasons. So definitely going to be a lot of fun here as we see the drivers tonight here just messing around here on this road series during this off season. Looking forward to seeing a lot of fun here tonight. A lot of crazy things happen. So looking forward to some good stuff. We'll be right back, guys. We're going to let them finish up their practice here. They got about 11 minutes left to practice here, and then we'll be jumping over to qualifying and getting into the race. I just want to say thank you so much for watching Heart to Heart Motorsports, and thank you to all of the sponsors of Heart to Heart Motorsports: Bass Tire, C&L Carpets, Allen Tilley, Buick GMC, TW Perry, new sponsor of Heart to Heart Motorsports, Buchanan Resort, and let's not forget everybody else out there chasing muscle cars as well, y'all. Allen Tilley, Buick GMC, all of you guys, much love to all of you. Thank you so much for everything you do for Heart to Heart. Glad to have you all as wonderful, amazing sponsors of this league. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future Heart to Heart races coming up this season with a new broadcaster on the Gen 4 series with Motor Mouth Broadcasting going to step in the booth and help us out there. Also, we're going to have Heart to Heart Motorsports, Heart to Heart streams, me and J-Dog stepping in the booth during the late model series this upcoming season. So looking forward to that as well. Looking forward to some good racing, some good times. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, everybody, got about 5 minutes left to go. 5 minutes left of this practice, and we're going to get cranking here. I'm ready to see what's going to happen here. It's definitely going to be a good race here. I'm excited. Let's go. Ronald Robinson, new to the season this season. Looking forward to see what he can do this season in the Gen 4 Series or the Late Model Stock Series. Definitely put out some good racing here, especially on this road. He's looking really smooth on this road. Looking good, looking good. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful night, y'all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Show that loving and positive vibes all across the world here, y'all. Heart to Heart Motorsports, bringing the world together one race at a time. Let's go racing, everybody. Geared up for a whole new season. Excited to see what these cars can do this upcoming season. We're going to be running the Gen 4 Series and the Late Model Stocks this season for two 12-week battles for a championship trophy at the end. Looking forward to see what all the drivers can do as we're geared up with almost over 40 drivers this upcoming season. I'm excited to see what they can do for sure. Tell you what, there's nothing like some off-road season here, you know, where you're so used to running oval tracks here. Coming into this road racing here is a whole different ball game here for these drivers. So never hopping on oval track or road racing, excuse me, everybody. I'm a little tongue-tied tonight. I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, hope you're all having a wonderful night. Let's see these guys gear up as they're just breaking free and going everywhere. Let's go. All right, everybody. Got the stream all set up for Late Model Stock Series. So another reason we want to kind of do a little live tonight so we could also do a little bit of testing with our OBS and make sure everything's set up for the upcoming season for everyone. So we'll have a good stream. So if you notice them Late Model Stock Series stickers on the commercial breaks and stuff, don't be alarmed. It's just getting set up for the new season, making sure everything's good to go, make sure these guys have a wonderful broadcast, because that's what it's all about, everybody, making sure that their families can see the good racing that they do and their friends and family. So let's go, everybody. We're going to see some good racing this upcoming season. I'm excited to see. We're going to go ahead and crank off a commercial real quick, and we'll be back as they get ready to gear up for qualifying.
Hi, I'm Aaron Lane from Bass Tire.
Hi, I'm Steve Bass. We're here at the legendary Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Good tires and brakes are important on this race car. and so are the tires and brakes on your vehicle.
For the very best in tires, brakes, and auto service, come make a pit stop at Bass Tire.
Serving Nashville for over 35 years.
On Nolensville Road, next to the zoo.
From custom millwork, to hands-on training, to the best products in the industry, T.W. Perry, Builder's First Source helps you do more. Each of our locations includes showrooms featuring windows and doors, decking and railing products, and a wide range of materials designed to inspire your next project. From concept to completion, you a chance to see, touch, and compare the products that bring your vision to life. T.W. Perry, Builder's First Source, building better, together.
All right, and we're back underway, everybody, as these guys are gearing up and here out running these qualifying laps here tonight at Winton. It's looking good here, everybody, as we got a 10-minute qualifying here. We'll see what they can put down. Let's also not forget to thank all of our other sponsors, everybody. Chasing Muscle Cars, C&L Carpets, everybody. Much love to them as well for all the love and support that they show this league here. Getting us geared up for a new season. I'm excited, everybody. I can't bring it up enough. Going to be one of the biggest seasons of Heart to Heart Motorsports. You know, we've went strong here since 2022. Running about 8 seasons already. So looking forward to run that 9th, going into almost the 10th season here. So a lot going on with Heart to Heart Motorsports growing here, and looking forward to see what they bring out tonight for some fun. So let's have a lot of fun. Austin Cornprost there in the number 95 there, looking pretty good, getting a little bit of free off of that bump there. Now going through the S's. It's going to be Bobby Joe Lane in the 02 Bass Tire 1600. 5 minutes into qualifying already, and we're only 3 drivers that have completed a lap. But like Mike going around. 03 Scott Casnade making his way around now, trying to get him a lap down. Joe Flack out here now trying to make him a lap around this track. All right, now qualifying's done. Getting ready to line them up when we'll get to racing here. As they're at a standing start tonight here, this ought to be a lot of fun. Excited to see what's going to happen here. Here's going to be your starting lineup, everybody. That's going to start with Austin Cornpros taking up that P1 spot with Scott Casnave on that outside lane in P2. Ronald is going to take up P3 with Bud Light Mike in P4. That's going to be Hayden
Yep, good
taking
luck
off
all,
in
yep.
that P5, everybody, with Bobby Joe Lane in P6. BJ Lane didn't make it through, so he's going to be in P7, but disqualified there. Joe Flack's going to be in P8. Rowan in P9. Didn't think he made it either. Yes, it looks like they're all DQ'd, that last three there. I think they all jumped that start there a little bit there, I believe. They're all going to get a black flag for that, I believe. So that's going to be something. They're going to have to clear out some flags there. Oh, and they're wrecking already. The 03 and the 91's going to get into each other there. But they should be able to keep going. Keep going. Yes, definitely get it lined back up there. Try to catch back up. Unfortunately, right at the beginning of the race there. Does happen though. Now that's going to put Austin Cornprost up there towards the front of this field right now. Bud Light Mike is in the pits right now, from what I understand. Yes, definitely. I guess he got caught up in that. He's going to be in the pit road. Hopefully he'll be able to get it fixed and get back out there. Long tow though, because you are on a road course. All right, looking back at the track here. We'll come back over here, taking a look at Hayden here. Hayden's back here in fourth place right now with Bobby Joe Lane right behind him here. Austin Cornprost trying to make his way around this track so he can get into that P1 spot. Close battle we got going on for third place with Scott Cazenave not falling far behind. Scott Cazenave starting to slowly creep his way back up there to Hayden and Bobby Joe. Looking really good here so far. If he could just keep it in line here. We got Joe Flack back here behind Scott Cazenave too, not far behind. You know, they both got caught in that incident early on, but maybe they'll be able to get it figured out. It looks like Bud Light Mike's still sitting in the pit road there. I'm not sure if he's still towing. Hopefully he'll get back out there and get some laps in tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing what can happen there. Austin Cornprost the strongest on the field right now of the 95 now, currently with a 1.5 second gap here. Starting to pull away a little bit more each lap, but Ronald's keeping a close enough gap here, so if Austin screws up at all, this will be Ronald's race. Let's go. Oh, cutting it wide there, cutting it wide now, coming in deep. Now as they hit the straightaway. Austin Cornprost now the fastest car on the track. 02 and 03 of Scott Cazenave and Bobby Joe Lane now back here battling it out. Now going to make their way around Hayden here. I'm going to have to push a little bit hard to get up to Ronald and AK, Austin Cornpost there, everybody, because right now they're sitting at about an 18-second gap right now. 18 seconds.
Can I get my black, please?
Got a lot pulled out there. Hayden just running off of track there. That's really going to put him in some hurt there. Now is he still battling it out with the 02 here? Scott Cazenave still now working on closing that gap up. He's getting it a little second at a time. But he's going to have to keep pushing and hope for the best up there in the front that something happens. Austin Cornpost, though, still running a good, consistent race now, starting to get a 4-second gap against second place. And the leader just spins. The leader spins. This is not what he wants. Here comes Ronald. Ronald's running. Ronald now to the inside. All right, now with 6 laps to go, Austin still leading this race now with Ronald running in that second place spot with Scott Cazenave in P3. Hayden's going to be in P4 with Bobby Joe Lane in P5 and Joe Flash in P6. Bud Light Mike's going to take into that P7 position. But this first and second place position, keeping a very close race here. Scott Cazenave back here doing his best to try to get caught up. As now he's working his way around Bud Light Mike. Bud Light Mike off track there, getting into the grass. Scott looking pretty consistent in the corners if he could just hold on to it there. O2 of Lane back here, currently running P5 here, just trying to maintain it. Gaining on the car above here just a little bit. Hayden, only 4 seconds behind Hayden here, so he can still catch up and get that P4 position here. He still has time. Joe Flack back here. Joe Flash currently in that P6. Honestly, not in a bad spot, long as he's just keeping it on the track and keeping them tires going here. He's got a lot of clearance around him, so he can just stay smooth. He'll be good. Bud Light Mike getting into a lot of issues here. Currently off track again, but only one lap down. So, keep hustling, Bud Light. You got this. Let's keep rocking. Let's go. All right. Let's take a look back at the leader here. Leader and Ronald here putting on a great battle here at the beginning here. This with 4 to go. Now going down into 3. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful night, y'all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't miss out on any future heart-to-heart motorsports races. We are geared up for a new season starting October 22nd with a late model stock series at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday nights. We'll also be getting broadcasted by Motormouth Broadcasters on Sunday for the Gen 4 series for a 12-week season starting October 26th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays. Looking forward to some good racing out of these guys. A lot of oval racing experience, a lot of good clean races, a lot of caution-free races. Looking forward to some good racing, some stuff going to happen this season because we got a lot of new drivers and a lot going forward with this league. So looking forward to see what they can bring. Austin now still leading this race now with a 2-second gap with second place here, doing his best to hold on to it as we're down to the last few laps. Austin looking very smooth, just trying to keep from spinning those tires because you hit that gear just wrong, you're going around. If you hit that brake just wrong, you're going around. Some of these corners very tight, and you have to take it down to first gear, so definitely gets a little free there if you slow it down too fast there, Coming out of that corner, seeing these guys push off of that corner a lot, pushing a lot going off. Ronald holding it tight now, closing that gap there. He is pushing hard to close that gap now with just 2 laps to go here. Scott Castanet currently in that P3 position. He got about 18 seconds behind second place there. But, he's doing great to hold on to this car and just get that P3 finish. It's a great spot for him. It's not a bad place to be. It's a podium. All right, Bobby Joe Lane currently in that P4 spot now with almost a 50-second gap there against third. Getting into some issues. It definitely happens when you're not used to running these road courses. So, he's getting smoother, though, we'll say. These guys did a lot of practice last night at Laguna Seca. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong track. They thought they were supposed to race Laguna Seca this week, but they were on the wrong track. So that makes up for a lot of what's going on tonight, unfortunately. But it happens, so that's how it goes. All right, now we're going to step back here, taking a look at Joe Flack. Joe Flack now back here doing his best to close the gap here on Hayden now because he is catching Hayden here. Hayden in P5 here, but he is knocking on Hayden's back door here with just the last few laps to go. Bud Light Mike getting into a lot of trouble here tonight, but, he's just trying to have some fun. I don't blame him. 47, a Bud Light Mike, always an amazing guy, always here to show his love and support for the league. He's been a member since we started this league. Much love to him and support. All right, let's go racing, y'all. Let's go. As we take a look more back here at Hayden. Hayden now in 5th place. Currently doing his best to hold on to that position against Joe Flack here. Austin Cornpro still leading this race, taking into that P1 now, looking to hold on to it as we're on the final lap of this race now with Ronald only a 1.8 behind. He's going to have to do some miracles to try to keep and close that gap. Can he find that extra speed within the last couple turns? Can he do it? And off in the rumble strips they go. The checkered flag is flying as Austin takes the win.
Good race, Ronald.
Ronald gonna grab into that P3, P2. Scott Cazenave now come to the checkered line. Lane getting in a little bit of trouble there. Still trying to make the finish of this race here. It's like Hayden's going to run off track just a little bit there as well as they're looking to finish up here on their last final laps.
Way to hang
They're
in
all
there,
very
everybody.
close.
Good job.
They're very close here at the end of this race as they're giving congrats to each other here. And we got a little battle going on back here. If one little person makes a wrong move, we got Joe Flack back here with Hayden and the 0-2 of Lane. Hayden's now round. Joe Flash is going to go around as we're on that final lap for these guys still. Lane 0-2 now going to work his way around to this final turn here as we hit the front straight. Now on the front straight, Lane's going to grab that P4 spot with Joe Flack going to end up taking P5. That's going to put Hayden in P6 and Bud Light Mike in P7. There's going to be your race results, everybody. Need to get rid of that Arkham Menard series thing. I didn't even realize that was there, but we'll work on that here in just a minute. All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Y'all, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future races this upcoming season. We'll put on some good races for you and looking forward to some good things to happen this upcoming season. Austin Cornprost, everybody. He's going to be your winner tonight. Putting on a great race here tonight as he's burning it down here in that Hornet 95. I should take the nose off of it. There we go. Gonna burn it down. Burn it down. So awesome to see what all these guys do during the off season. Love it. I love it. But great job by all the drivers tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody for watching, y'all. This was just like a test so we could get all geared up for the next season. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't miss out on any future heart-to-heart races as we get geared up for a new season starting October 22nd and October 26th. Have a good night, everyone.